Alright, what's going on YouTube? This is your boy LND Gaming, aka Lee, aka Asta, Cooper, aka man, whatever the fuck y'all want to call me. In today's video, we have a very special video for y'all boys today, talking about the game of Black Clover, and we're going to be putting the characters into a tier list. I'm going to try to make this short, and if you want the tier list and just don't want to hear me rambling on about the characters and talking about them, then the tier list will be in the description below. If you want to disagree or if you want to agree with me, come to the comment section and we can talk about it there. If you want to like the video, go ahead and like it, subscribe to the channel if you want more content, and tell me what y'all want to see next from Black Clover. I have a lot of Black Clover like clips saved on my PlayStation, so whatever y'all want, I give it to y'all. So it's that simple. But let's go ahead and get straight into it. For the SS tier of characters, I have these characters based on 4 tiers. Let me go ahead and explain it. Be SS meaning like fucking godlike, they're great for anything, any situation. You can play this character or that or these characters wherever. S tier meaning that the character is really fucking good. It's really good with a team, works good with a team, and also works good alone. And this character is like, he has the highest potential in the game to solo carry besides like the SS character that can just completely solo carry. The next is A tier, meaning that this character takes a good amount of skill to use. You have to know what you're doing in order to use this character, and this character can be played at a very high level, but also probably has faults and has like not the best of a, it's not really so much better than like the S tier character, but can be if used correctly. And then we have the B tier, which means that this character is average. Character is probably good, but just needs buffs, needs something more, because the other characters in the class completely like just outshine this character. So let me go ahead and talk about it. So in the SS tier character, we have Noel. Noel is really fucking strong. It takes a good team to take out a good Noel, especially with Asta. And as you see here, this is what we did. But Noel controls the fucking space of the objective so good. She's a great objective character. On top of being a great objective character, Noel is also really fucking powerful with her tanking ability. Her tanking ability, she has like 1200 health, and on top of having 1200 health, well, magic shield I should say, she has like really good, like her L1 gives a lot of everybody's shield and also her shield. Her L2, if you can use that correctly, it will never go on cooldown. Her R1 is really good for doing link attacks, and she can use 2 of them. So if she misses the first one, she can use the second one. It's really good for link attacking. Her R2 does a lot of damage. She can kill low damage target, like low health targets, So if like somebody's like by the point, they don't have any magic shields, she can take them down pretty easily. So that's the thing I like about Noel. She's really good for just overall just controlling an objective. If you just get in there a whole L2 with Noel, you're basically going to stay in there for your team, and it gives your team a chance to go in there and get some kills. There are characters that can negate Noel, but Noel is really fucking strong, and she isn't so much SS because she's just so powerful. But I feel like if you put Noel with any team anywhere, she works extremely well, and you can put her with like 3 DPSs with 3 fighters, and she still would do amazing work. If the fighters do minimum, she would do still amazing work, and she's just a great objective fucking player, and I love her a lot, and I actually use her myself, and I got to using her, and she is really good. Next on the list is the S tier characters, and the S tier characters being Yami, Charmy, and Gauche. Now let me go ahead and explain why. Yami, because Yami is, first of all, he's my main character, so I know Yami and I play him. And let me explain why I think Yami is an S tier character. Yami has a lot of moves. Yami has a lot of moves that do. He doesn't have a lot of moves. He has 3 moves that do a lot. His L1, if you use it with the control deck, which I don't know why you would be using Yami with a different deck. I've seen some people, and even myself, I had assault deck on with him at first. Yami is a great person with this control deck. In this video, you're going to see this little ball I throw. It's going to do damage to people, and that's what the control deck does. It makes the ball come out faster. It does damage to players, and it's also like, it's just when you expand it, and it's shortened on cooldown, and when you expand it, it just brings everybody in, so then you can just get easy R1, like just trap everybody down It's really good for like just if your team focuses on your ball. If your ball is like the main focus around your team, this is like just an extremely good move. I feel like Yami might need a nerf to this ball because he gets it way too quick, and with the with his slashes, he can really like solo somebody easily. Like I found myself soloing that Fana. I played her multiple times, and I found myself soloing the Fana a lot because all I did was just throw out the L1, press it again, and then just solo her. Like that was it. Like I just completely solo her. But yeah, Yami has great solo potential, and his defense like is really good too. His barrier, even though it goes down fast to like characters that go down fast too, like Asta and Gauche, it's just, you know, it's still a good barrier for like, you know, other characters. And then he could dodge out of it, and then he can press R2 while in it, he'll get increased attack power. Even though he'll take the barrier off, he'll still get increased attack power. So it's like really good. Next on the list is fucking Charmy. Charmy is damn near like Noel, but the thing about Charmy that makes her so good, she has the highest health pool in the game, being at 2,000 with magic shield. It's ridiculous. She has a 2,000 magic shield. Like that's fucking wild. On top of that, her L2 is really good for like, you know, the team and stuff. If you fight around the point, you're really gonna run into a lot of Charmy's L2s, which is good. Her little food pantries that she gives out. Her sheep is really good for finishing people and also controlling space around the area. And then her L1 is just a good move for her because when she bounces in the air and throws the she could use her ultimate, or she could throw a sheep out. It's really fucking strong for that. Like I said, she stays in the point a lot, so it's really hard for like somebody to focus her. Charmy is the only character on the game, in my opinion, cannot get focused, because if you focus a Charmy, you're damn near gonna die because the team around the Charmy is gonna kill you, or two, you're not going to be able to hit her as much. You're going to hit a Charmy, but the thing about Charmy, if she gets off her L2 and gets her health back a little bit, and she hits you with the R1, you can't really kill her after that. It's over. Just give it up. It's a wrap. The only character that can counter kill a Charmy is, I want to say maybe an Asta, but at the same time, Asta has to get close to that R1. That R1's too good. Unless Asta bait out the R1, but like I said, you would take a lot of skill with Asta to do that. But Charmy's just a really good character for playing the objective, and she works really well with a lot of team compositions. And if she has like another healer or anything like that, she stays in the point forever. She's extremely good. Next is Gauche. Gauche is a fucking sniper, and he's the only guy in the game that's an actual sniper. His thing, it takes off a magic shield with like 2-3 shots. His R2 takes off a magic shield really quickly. On top of that, his overall, his AoE, his R1 is really fucking good as well. His L2 is great for when fighters trying to press him and try to get up close, and his L1, he can still move. So I mean, like, he can use like Mimosa's healing thing for himself. He can steal a Yuno tornado and put it on the field as well. He can steal like teammates' moves like Klaus's wall. He can put another wall up for him. He can just do a lot of things, man. He's a really strong character. It's depending on who the enemy team got and who your team got, your Gauche can be really effective because he also does a hell of damage to barriers. So he really hits Noel pretty hard with the barriers wise, because he gets really hard barriers pretty quickly. And his AoE, like I said, is really good for controlling space inside the point. You don't need too much with a Gauche. If you're a good Gauche, you're pretty much like, just use him. Like, you could just use him in any team composition and everything, and you'll be straight. The thing about Gauche, he doesn't really need a healer as much because he can get away from positionings a good amount, and he can heal himself back up pretty good. So I will say that Gauche is a really good character just to pick if you want to just like solo DPS somebody without so much working for the team, just being a good sniper. You feel me? He's like a really safe pick for he's like a really safe widow in my opinion. That's what I would describe him as. So now let's go ahead and go into the A tier characters, and a lot of characters fall here. So let's go ahead and like discuss. I'm gonna discuss them by like their role, I guess. So fighter wise, we have Asta and Luck. For shooter, we have Magna. For healer, we have Fana and Mimosa. And for the supports, which finish up the supports, is Vanessa and Klaus. So let me go ahead and go over the fighters. Luck and Asta are two characters that take that can be S plus tier, and damn near feel like SS when you're playing against them because they're so good. If you're good with a Luck and an Asta, you can damn near carry a team. But the thing about this is that the thing that makes them not as carry potential as it is, Luck, if you play the objective, Luck is not fucking, he's not a problem. Luck is like, he's just going to be like a pest here and there, but he doesn't do that much damage to barriers. If you just are on the objective or around the objective, he's not going to really kill you so easily like how any other character would. Luck is like a character that's really good for soloing. Like, he can solo a shooter, he can solo some fighters, but he cannot like solo a tank or a healer. Or not a tank, but a support or a healer. He just can't do it. It's over with for all that. He's a really good character though. He has a really good knockdown that leads into his R2 some more, and a really good kick as well. So, and he's, like I said, he's extremely fast. He reminds me of Tracer, and like Tracer and Genji kind of mixed, and he's really good. His ultimate, he has the best ultimate down there in the game to me. And his ultimate being that he can fucking just put out a massive amount of fucking damage to to wherever position that he's in, and that's really good. But other than that, I just don't see anybody like, I don't see Luck doing too much. Like I said, a really good Luck is S tier, but Luck in general as a character, I believe he goes in A. As well as Asta. Asta is a really good character. Like I said, Asta can solo a lot of people. He is the number one 1v1 character in the game. Reason being is because there's nobody in this game. If you're fighting Asta at mid to close range, you are going to die. Asta is really good for that, but if you work with a team, if you're just in the objective, like I said, Asta is a character that really doesn't matter as much. He is a main cater to like support characters. So Noel, he busts through Noel's shield like quickly. He can kill Yami quickly as well. But Asta just doesn't do it like, I don't know, Asta just doesn't do it all. And you have to be really good with Asta to do this. And Asta, like I say, he's a really good character, but I just feel like his faults fall off. And if he rushes an area, he can die quickly. And the thing about that is, he also is like, if you use him correctly, you can be really good with him. But Asta is like one of those characters, if you make a mistake with, you're pretty much like going to die. So it's like Asta is a really high skill character as well. So now let's go ahead and get into the shooter, which is Magna. Magna is really good for a shooter, but he does high damage. But the thing about Magna, I feel like Magna just, he has good abilities, but he doesn't have a great damage. Like, he has great damage output, but it's just not as quick as Gauche's is. Gauche's have a great damage output because that thing is on a 2-second cooldown every time you press R2. His R1 is an area of effect. He can steal other people's moves. His ultimate is really good. Magna ultimate is weird. His what else is what I was finna say for Magna? His his overall potential to like fight is good. But like his L2 is good for like getting away, and he got the slide with it too. But Magna isn't a character that I would just say like, oh yeah, Magna is fucking just amazing and just really good. He has good damage potential, but he doesn't have like anything like Gauche's. Like, I'm sorry. So, and then Magna does take a little bit to get good with, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. He's good, but he's not like so fucking amazing. Like, he's not like great. Like, Gauche is better. So I would put him A. Next on the list is the healer, so let's talk about it. That will be Mimosa and Fana. Fana is weird because Fana, in my opinion, should be S tier because of that salamander, but when you get her out of salamander, it's fucking over with. Fana is fucking like B because of that. And so it's like a salamander Fana is like A, and then a salamander Fana is like S, and then a non-salamander Fana is like B. So it's like, I put her at A because of that. And that's really it. Like, her healing is good. Her damage is pretty good. Her ultimate is fire, but it's just literally is fire. But, I mean, she is just not the best character for all that. But like I said, when she's in salamander mode, giving out healing above, giving out damage above, she's like a far. And she, like, can really be really annoying to kill at most positions. So, I would say, yeah, she gets annoying at times, but yeah, she definitely, in my opinion, she goes to an A category. Next will be Mimosa. Mimosa is really good when it comes to healing. I feel like she needs a support. She needs something that she can heal, though. She needs something that's going to be in there with her in order to play the support role and to play the objective. She is a really good character to play the objective with because she can just because if the other character can control the area, she can just keep healing them, and that's it. She's basically like a Mercy down there. Her damage output isn't like high, of course, but her damage is good, and her AoE is a positive and negative, meaning that it's positive for their team, meaning that it gives us health and stuff like that, but it hurts the other team by slowing them down and giving them damage whenever they like come across the grass that she has like set or whatever. So yeah, that's one thing about her. And yeah, so she's good. So yeah, I put both of those at A tier for that. Vanessa and Klaus. Klaus has a really good like potential to like clear space out of an objective. He has a lot of stuff and objects like his wall and his spears that he can put down and like clear the objective so his team can get in. But I feel like it's nothing compared to Noel. His spears do a lot of damage to Noel things, and he is like another character that I feel like can sort of count on Noel. But I feel like since his walls, it don't come out as often, I feel like. So it's like I see his walls here and there, and then it's like, I don't see him here and there, and then it's like weird in that case. But he's also a really good character. I feel myself killing Klaus's kind of easier. I don't know what that is, but Klaus doesn't have like too much to protect himself, but he's a great character like for a team play. Like if you want to run a tank and you don't want to play Noel, but you have a Mimosa, you can definitely run a Klaus. So yeah, Klaus is a character that I said also takes high skill with, as well as Vanessa. Vanessa has a lot of things she can do for a team, supporting them with the webs and stuff like that, but she is also a very good like just she has DPS too, and she has like the little snatch thing that can also happen, and you know she's just a really good character in general. So I really love Vanessa in that point of view. I haven't used much Vanessa, and I haven't used much of Klaus, but those characters are really good for what they do. For like the support role, just supporting the team, and of course Klaus being like damn near a tank as well as like a Noel. So yeah, so that's where I put those characters in the A tier. Now let's talk about the B tier characters, and that's the characters that are left, which is Yami in B tier, Yuno in B tier, and Mars in B tier. And I feel like these characters need buffs. So let's talk about Yami. Yami, he's really good, but I feel like he needs, like, if you wanted to play Yami or you wanted to play a character like him, just play Asta. Like, I feel like that's about it. Like, the only reason that you will play Yami is because he is Yami. But I feel like if you wanted just to play a character just because you wanted to play like a good character, Yami is not the way to go. I would rather play Asta than Yami because Asta just has, like I said, he does his, like, just him, his presence do a lot more than Yami. Yami is like, he's cool. He has the surprise attack, of course, but Asta just does more. Asta does more inside. He breaks barriers up. He ignores barriers, and he's really good for this. He's like just really good for the anti-magic, of course, and he just gets in there and he can wreck a tank. So yeah, so that's one thing about Asta I would rather do than Yami, and that's why I don't feel like Yami is that strong compared to Luck or older Yami. So yeah, he goes to B tier. Next is Yuno. Yuno is a character I feel like he's good because of the AoE damage that he gives out, but I feel like that's it. I just feel like he's an AoE character and that's it. His high solo potential, he doesn't have any solo potential in my opinion. His solo potential is very low. He cannot solo a lot of people. His tornado is good, and his I was about to say, yeah, his ultimate is good and his tornado is good, but other than that, he's not just a great character in all of all. Like, his R2 is pretty weak in my opinion. His tornado is good, but it doesn't really do too much else than that, and it's be on cooldown. And that other mode of move that he got is cool, but it doesn't do anything. I feel like if you will play Yuno, you should play Gauche. Gauche has like a way better area of effect and way better single target damage than Yuno, so that's how I feel about that. Next on the list, and this is the last character, and that is Mars. Mars as a healer is weird. I feel like he should play the support role. He can heal, of course, but it's not like anything amazing. So I don't know where I would actually put Mars. Mars is like a B tier, of course, because I feel like if Mars needs, like, his Phoenix, like his healing, it needs to be better. Other than that, I just feel like Mars is just there. His ice can control space, but there's nothing like Klaus's or nothing like Noel's or anything like that. But it does control space in some type of way, and that's kind of good. But other than that, nah, he just doesn't do anything for me. So yeah, that's about it when it comes to Mars. And yeah, they need some buffs. Him, Yuno, and S-Yami need buffs. But yeah, so other than that, that's it for the video. Like I said, if you wanted to check out the tier list, it will be in the description below. If you made it this far, then I mean, yeah, the tier list is in the description below if you want to like read on it or anything like that. So yeah, that's gonna be it. It's been your boy LND Gaming, aka Lee, aka Asta, Clover, aka man, whatever the fuck you want to call me. And this been the video. So peace out. I will be doing more videos later on about this game, and I love this game, man. So far, this game is extremely fun. So yeah, peace out. I'm gonna just let the rest of this gameplay play out, so then you can watch it. And yeah, I'm gone.